Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we want to take a look at a bunch of legends in Naya, because I'm kind of curious with what some of the new ones that came out are going to look like in this type of build, and I think there's some really cool synergies that can actually help us in the current state of the metagame. So let's go take a look at some of the cards we're going to be rocking with today. Now don't forget, if you want to save some money protecting all your magic stuff, go over to ultrapro.com/PowrDragn, use promo code PowrDragn, they will save you via 5% at checkout. And they'll give a kickback here to the channel, so it's another way to help out. And if you'd be so kind, if you haven't done it yet, please consider joining the channel. I'm trying to give you some extra content, some extra cool freebies, and you can even get your decks featured here. Check out the details below. Okay, so getting into this deck list, we're going to be starting with something really simple in Thalia, right? This is a card that if we're going to be playing Legends, we're going to be playing mostly creatures, it makes sense to go ahead and just, why not play Thalia, right? It's going to slow down a lot of the problem cards. We are also going to be playing Hajar, which is not particularly super new, but does matter when we're playing a bunch of different legends. It can actually keep a bunch of stuff alive. That's great. We are going to be playing a couple copies of Melira today. Melira is actually pretty cool because she can save a different creature, so it's a little bit more redundancy and help protect your creatures against problems that could arise, whether that's spot removal or sweepers. And of course, we're going to be playing Adeline because this card's just really good. It gets to be a big body. It adds more counters to the board. There's really little to dislike about Adeline. Maybe that she has double white in the cost, but white's our main color, so we don't really care. Other legends we're going to be taking a look at are King Darien Extra Large the 8th because, well, it pumps all of our team and could possibly get us more creatures if necessary. Could protect some tokens, but that's kind of a rare thing in this list. But Miglos is actually very good. We've played Miglos in a few different decks, and honestly, I'm starting to feel like if I'm playing any type of stuff that's aggressive with red and green, Miglos is probably making the cut. Being able to be artifact, enchantment removal, an unblockable creature, almost like just a big body, it does so much for 3 mana. Of course, Alana and Elena are going to make an appearance here because the card's just good, and we have ways to pump it up, which could also make it give more counters to the next creature. So we like this card a lot, and don't forget, it has Secret Reach. Sometimes you get to pick off your opponent's flyers. Of course, Sigarda, we do actually have a fair amount of humans, which is kind of cool. So Sigarda hanging out makes a lot of sense, and could be one of the few ways for us to get extra cards. And one of the other new cards we want to take a look at is Thrun. Doesn't really seem like the first card that comes to your mind for this type of list, but we can get to 5 mana fairly easily. And it's just a hard to deal with card. If your opponent doesn't have like a sweeper of some kind, well, Thrun might just go the distance. So yeah, we're going to play this as one of our cleanup cards. But those are going to be the most interesting cards we're going to play today. But as always, y'all go watch the games, catch up with me at the end of the video, and we'll talk about the final deck list from playing all the games we're going to play today. So we'll see you on the back end of the video. Sure, let's keep. Alright, they got them a Bank Buster. We'll call a human, and we'll go ahead and play this. Probably just slows them down from playing, like, Liliana, if anything. But likely Thalia's still just dead. Part of me says we want to play Adeline, but also part of me says whatever we play doesn't matter because it's going to die anyway. So let's do this. I mean, Thalia's still dead. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't change anything. Pass the turn. Nope, they're just drawing here, actually. Interesting. Maybe they only have some spot removal and they don't want to waste it on the Guardian, so they're looking for something else. That would kind of make sense. Alright, I guess we're just going to attack here. I feel weird not playing anything here. Truthfully. But I guess we're going to let it go. Because, I mean, I guess if their hand is just, like, Invoke Despair, then we just flash in Wandering Emperor. Okay, that's annoying. But fine. Okay. Doing this just so we can attack with a bigger Guardian and do some things.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. May your blade strike true.
Get to kill our 2/2. Sure, why not? Why not? That sort of changes what we want to do here, though. Dang it. Thought I knew what I wanted to do, but Thalia is actually pretty good here. So I guess we're going to go Thalia. Officer. +1 on Thalia. Even though Thalia's probably got the biggest target on her head.
Show them how.
And then we'll just pass the turn. But this at least buys us another turn from Invoke Despair. Sure. You got to use a Bank Buster. Archfiend, sure. Now the question is, do we want to give up a card? Because now we're probably priced into playing Brutal Cathar on the Archfiend. But I feel like that's probably still correct. So let's... Alright. I'm just going to jump with this, actually. And here's my thought. Is I can exile the Archfiend. We can kill the Flesh Gorger. Exile it. It gives up... Yeah, I guess it's fine. We lose 3 life. Well, lose 3, gain 2, I guess. So it's not that big a deal.
You are not much of a roadblock.
And then we'll attack with this enlisted. Tapping Thalia. Ooh, that's a choice. Wow. I guess I kind of want both of those, to be honest. I guess we'll just take the Hajar. Or leave the Hajar on top, obviously. But alright, opponent's at 13. Let's see what happens here. We do have to be careful because they could kill Cathar and then block, and that creates its own problems. Not if they're playing a Bank Buster, though. That's pretty good for us. Opponent's at 13. We can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we got it. +1 here. Here.
Remember your training.
Attack with everybody. Whew. Alright. We did it. Okay, we'll keep this. We can at least attempt to play stuff each of the early turns here. Storm Chaser Drake. Okay. I'm kind of tempted to attack and trade here if they'd be willing to, but no attacks. Mostly because we do have something we could do with 4 and 5 mana at the situation. Oh, they have Light Paws. What? Oh, because they're going to be playing stuff on the Drake. Okay, that all makes sense. Wow, do we just... I'm just wondering if we just go for Broke on Thorn here. We can, because we can only get 5 mana. We can do this for 3, and then that doesn't do anything. We can't attack through. I mean, maybe we just do this, and then if this lives, we get Crazy Thrun. So actually, let's tap this for green, I guess. And then we'll encourage the opponent to deal with Lanolena, maybe? Either way, we have a 4-3 left over, so we'll see what's up. Now, if we can get Thrun juiced up with Lanolena, that's huge. I'm just letting it come through. That seems like a sucker's block. Like, I don't know what's about to go down there, but I feel like that was a setup if we ever saw one. All right. I was thinking Thalia against a deck that wants to play a bunch of spells. I guess you're not going to get to Wandering Emperor now, so that's not a thing. What could happen to it? I guess you could untap a creature? I'm just going to attack with these. I don't know what's going on. I'm a little scared. Not going to lie. I'm playing pretty stupid here. Okay. Figured at least one to untap. That makes sense. But it's what else is there? Because if there was a second one, then we would have lost Alana and Alana. And then something to phase your creature out? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Alright, fair enough. That actually isn't all that bad. We didn't even lose a creature there. They spent cards. Like, fair enough. Alright. Well, looks like we might try to go for Thrawn next turn. Because since it can't be countered. Okay, old Sticky Fingers, sure. And then you can search out another thing. Alright. If it attacks alone, you get to draw a card or some such. Oh yeah, that's it. That's ball game. Because they don't have enough to kill us. Yeah. Woo! Really wish we were going first with this one, but probably still not bad. I guess here we go with Hajar. Alright, having a 3/3 body isn't bad. Though they could just be rolling into Brutal Cathar here. Would make a lot of sense. Nope, it's a Voice of the Blessed. Well, that could be a small problem. Often don't expect to see that. I think I'm willing to attack here. Oh, they're willing to trade those. Awesome. Definitely didn't think that was going to happen. Crawling Course. Alright, so this is just super low to the ground mono white aggro. Okay, I guess we're attacking for 4. Yep, sounds good. I think at this point, we just go here and here. I mean, do what you're gonna do. And Brutal Cathar gets to do Brutal Cathar things, I guess, if you got it. Oh, lay down arms. Even better, actually. Ooh, that's neat. I guess we could play this and this, or this and this, and attack with something. Sure, let's go. Why, Arena? We'll take a damage. I'm not afraid. I ain't scared. Though I am wondering if AO is just a better choice here. But, nah. Let's just go ahead and take damage here. Let's tap this. Yep. Get in an attack. Okay, let's see what you got. Okay, that was fairly easy. This should be a fun one. Let's keep it. We have to take damage at least once. After that, we have double Plaza, so that's not so bad. Come on, just let my officer live. Okay, and they've got nothing. Okay. We will go ahead and play this. Try to attack? What do they have for 1 white mana? I mean, I guess it could be something, one of the spells that, like, target creature gets hexproof or something. All right. Coming in with Adeline. See what they want to do about this. Getting attack in with a bunch of duders. All right. You got it. We're going to come in with this. And I think I kind of want to go ahead and cast this too. Oh, I can't yet. I did that backwards. That's a problem. Definitely should have done that the other way. All right. Another Annex Sentry. Sure. Now we just have to find a Brutal Cathar, right? That would be the game plan. But no such luck. All right. Though now we're not worried about a sweeper because they give us 2 sweet cards back, so we know that's not a thing. So I think the plan here is we let them take their turn. We probably don't do anything on our turn. Barring finding, if we find a Cathar or something, obviously. And then we either, I don't know, we'll see. We'll debate either putting counters on stuff or searching something up with the recruitment officer. They have a Cathar, okay. Sure. Just all the exile bodies. Sure. That's fair. And an ossification. Why not? Okay. Pass the turn. Wow. So they just played the all exile pile. That's exactly what this is. Okay, sure. I guess we just gotta find some of our bigger bodies. Or come over the top, or whatever. I mean, do we double block? I mean, we're probably walking into a Wandering Emperor, but F it. What else are we going to do at this point? I assume that's the case, right? Oh, no. So they did have Lauren's Escape. Alright, I was wondering that from earlier. That actually oddly makes sense. Okay, we'll just pass. Sure. Alright. Seems pretty good. Don't have a 2-mana thing, but meh, it's fine, I guess. Let's go ahead and play this, call a human, get this down. Catilda or something showing up might be kind of nice. Let's see if we can make that happen. Actually, any of our 2-mana things would be pretty sweet here. Phoenix Chick. Alright, you got it. That is not one of our 2-mana things. That makes us sad. But on the plus side, we can play our king, we can Brutal Cathars, like, I don't know, there's stuff. Oh man, do they keep a 1-mana hand? Oh, that's actually much better for us then. We're gonna play this. Yeah, unless I have like all the burn spells or whatever, I couldn't imagine. Even then, I don't know if I can keep a 1-mana hand. Like, I guess if you're making content and you're testing, sure, because I've done that, but I'm always mulliganing 1-land hands. It's funny, I wrote an article probably like 20 years ago now over on Pojo, where I literally talked about exactly that, like why you can't keep 1-land hands. Yeah, this is about to get real rough. Yeah, now any artifacts or enchantments they have don't... Yeah, it's this unfortunate. Yes, we'll keep this. And we're just going to really, really hope to draw land. That's how this is going to go. Come on, land. Oh, I was really hoping we could just do it there and solve our problem. Alright, well, we get another shot at it. Fortunately, we get to draw a card every turn, so the next one could be land. I don't think I've ever seen this fox in that color tone. That's cool. That was not... Okay, so we have to attack first. Encourage them to try to kill something so we can sneak Thalia down, hopefully, since we didn't draw land. They are going to let us trigger the initiate, which is kind of surprising. Okay, well, that means this is definitely getting countered, because there's no way you keep anything else, right? Because if you're not killing a creature and you're not countering something like that, I was going to say, that would have been a very weird thing to just leave mana open. Okay. Oh, come on, deck. We desperately need the land. Ah, there we go. I guess we call it human. That's fine. We'll try this, even though it may also get countered. We will attack. This where Malira dies. Nope. They are letting us trigger training again. What's going on here? Because if you didn't counter a creature and you were going to kill something, you definitely would want to do it pre-combat. Because now we have a 4/5 permanently. March. I guess we'll sacrifice her. Target this, I guess. Just so we... Oh, it doesn't matter. We exile her either way. Never mind. I was thinking she went to the graveyard, but I have to exile her when we do that. So yeah, we were going to lose her regardless. Depopulate. Sure, we'll get a card off that. Love it. Pass. The thing about Miglos is cool too is we don't necessarily have to make ourselves susceptible to a Wandering Emperor. Because we can just pay one, give it Vigilance and Menace, which is what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to attack. Gonna bounce it? Sure. Alright, Miglos is trying to do, as they say, the Lord's work here. All by himself. Or itself? I don't know. I don't think we know if Miglos has a gender. It's just a Phyrexian beast. Soren. Okay. Soren's going +1. And that's it. Cool. No 1 or 2 mana thing here, huh? Wow. You know what? I'm going to gamble. I'm going to keep it. Probably bad, to be honest. But if we could find something to play onto, then play this. Maybe find a land. Like, you know. Alright, this isn't the best thing we could play onto, I'll admit. But it's not the worst, I guess. Also, if the opponent doesn't play anything, Brutal Cathar ends up kind of being terrible. We'll attack. Alright, end the turn. Probably just going to kill our initiate. Nope. This is not what I thought. Okay. You do have to be careful, though, because the proliferate decks do have a fair amount of spot removal. Though now, we're going to be looking at stuff probably getting countered. Which is a real problem. However, they won't be able to do anything to Thrun when that time comes. So... I guess if they're going to counter, we have to force them to do it sooner or later. So, let's do that. Because we probably want to do Thrun into the Dawn Sky is probably going to be our plan here. Oh, just straight up Void Ren. Alright. That's a thing. I mean, it's weird. I don't feel great with the opponent only being at 18 here, but... guess it doesn't really matter. We just call a human on that. Then we go Thrun. I mean, if they got a board sweeper, we're going to see it next turn. Though, they could make a sacrifice, right? They could kill the initiate, then make a sacrifice a creature. Or Wandering Emperor here, make a sacrifice. That's probably a bad attack, actually. Yeah. Now they just make a sacrifice this. That's pretty tough. If they've got it. Okay, maybe they don't. Okay, what are we doing? I would like to play Malira. Alright, let's try. Okay, Memory Deluge. Okay, fair. I was thinking Malira to try to protect Thrun, but maybe now that's not an issue. Wandering Emperor, sure. You can't exile Thrun. You can't be targeted by that opponent.
We must protect the people.
That body doesn't do much. Okay, let's go this at you, this at you. Because that seems to be right. Okay.
I guess that's
Then we'll Malira, so we don't have to give up a land to protect anything. And I think that's it. Because, like, we could Cathar and get rid of the token, but I'd rather save it. And Miglo's there doesn't really achieve us much more, because if they have a sweeper, we end up losing Miglo's, Ao, and Malira. Or not. That sucks. Okay, then. Sure. I mean, I guess I could have sacked Malira and she would have been in the yard or whatever, but yeah, it is what it is. Farewell continues to be a dumb Magic card. Probably have another one. Depopulate. Okay, fair enough. We at least get a card for our efforts. Can we find another quality creature here? That's the question.
Someone call for a hero? Give me a moment.
Alright. I mean, I guess it's something. Yeah, might as well. And then now they can just play a creature, finally. Though I guess if they don't play anything, it'll flip. Oh, they're going to tap it and get rid of it? Nope, they didn't.
Who's counting?
Okay, well, what do we do now? I guess we try. Okay, well, that works.
Keep an old man on his toes. Nothing like a change of plans to keep things fresh.
I hope you just have 3 land up there. Probably not likely, but we could always wish. Nope, it's a Jace.
The weak-minded will be educated in Phyrexians. We can improve upon your ideas.
Oh, that sucks. Damn. Damn. Ugh. Boy. Alright. I guess we're going to attack with Enlist here. Kind of hope for the best, I guess. I'm not really sure what else we do here. Alright. Thalia is probably not enough here. Opponent has 1,000,000 land, but we'll take a Wandering Emperor. Sure, you got it. Alright, let's move on. Whew. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh boy, I wish we were going first, because if this is mono blue, Thalia would have been a champ. Alright, maybe we could still recover from this. Triple Thalia is not so good here, though. But if we slow their spells down, maybe it's worth something. Alright, this probably sadly also has to be on human. And then we tried a Malira. Cool. Didn't want to run the Adeline out just yet, because I think it's worth more to us. But if they were to Haughty Jin, we could actually hope for a land and try to sneak that out. Would have been nice. Alright, are we starting to run out of counters? In the turn, they're going to consider. Okay. Well, now they have plenty of mana to do whatever they need to do. Unless it's a 2-mana counter, they can't, though. Alright. Try here. Attack with both of them. Sure, you got it. That works. Alright. You got a big dude on the ground. Guess we're going here. And going counter up. Sounds good. And the turn. Yeah, I was gonna say we're probably blocking. Yeah, like I couldn't imagine why we wouldn't. Yep, this is a pretty easy keeper. Not a lot of decision to be made there. I think the only thing is, do we want to play Guardian or do we want to play Hajar on 2? And I think it just kind of depends on what they play early. Playing that, well, never mind. We're going to play neither of those on 2. We're going to play Thalia. New decision was made. Alright, Thalia eats a cut down. Fair enough. We're going to go with this here. Even though I think playing a 3-mana thing is probably better to try to play both of those next turn. We'll see what happens. I was hoping it wasn't Liliana, but ah well.
Something suspicious is going on.
Sometimes it just
Once
is.
it's not my fault.
Sure.
Off you go.
Wow, we piled up the mana, that is for sure. So yeah, we would have been better off making that other play here. Just playing the Adeline and getting those other 2 down, but is what it is. Live and learn. Soren, sure.
I take no joy in the slaughter.
Soren's going for a +1 here. And doesn't put anything in their hand. That's a little disturbing. Because it probably means it's an Invoke Despair or something. Whoa, the opponent doesn't even want to use Liliana? I was going to say. I was about to be stunned. Yeah, it resolves. We're going to get rid of Iganjo here.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Well, poop. Alright. I think we still do this, because if there is an Invoke Despair, we end up at least being able to just get rid of a token. We're just attacking. Make sure we kill you. Send the token over here. Alright.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
I really wanted to play Thalia there. But I guess I should have discarded the Brutal Cathar if I wanted that option. I could have held the land.
Dire times
Okay.
call for dire tactics.
So are we getting Invoke Despair, or are we just going to kill Adeline? Because I feel like those are the options here for the opponent. Alright. And a Bank Buster. Okay. we are going to attack, or actually enlist here. Tap. Oop. And then tap that. Whoa, I don't really want either of these, to be honest. We need to find better stuff that's just higher pressure.
You have some fight. I'll fix that.
Yep. Alright. +1. And they didn't put it in their hand. Okay. Trespasser, sure. That actually is super inconvenient that it's exactly that creature. Like, it doesn't seem like it, but it's super inconvenient that it's exactly that. Because I would have to discard something, which would then mean I couldn't use my Guardian. Or couldn't discard to my Guardian. But maybe if they block with that, we don't really care. Yeah, okay. And just say, like, if you do, you do. Like, just be willing to make this exchange. And we'll attack with Enlist over here. And this can attack. And this can attack. Is that what we want? Kind of really thinking about this. Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Oh, both of those are solid. Oh boy, let's look at the battle. Which of these do we want? Oh man. I don't even know what order I want these in. I guess I'll go with Darien. But that's a close call. The main reason I'm going with Darien, though, is if they do kill the Cathar, get back a 3/3, we can block some things. Alright. I assume an Invoke Despair is coming sooner or later, as soon as they get another land, I guess. Alright, so they want that back. So we did find ourselves in a situation we sort of expected here. Alright, so this does matter. Attack, attack. One's a first striker, one's a 3/4. Okay. Finally an Invoke Despair, which we sack the 2/2 we're not doing anything with. Nope, it's a Vraska. Intriguing. Do we want that to turn into a thing, or do we want to sacrifice it? We might need that. I mean, in the event that there's, like, I don't know, one of our 5-mana things under this, then maybe. This is probably where we're going to lose Thalia. I guess we don't have to. We could do this, right? Yeah, that's fine. We lose the initiate, but that's understandable. Alright.
I have much to accomplish.
Soren. Ugh. Probably gonna go digging. Yep. I would do the same. Okay, good news is they can't play that just yet. Miglos, you don't really do anything here. Alright, so we could attack everything into Soren. Actually, if we... Hold on. If we attack everything in the opponent, they block Thalia. They would take 4, 5, 6, 7. Then would be able to cast Go for the Throat. That's not really what we want, though. Alright, I think this is what we're doing. All of these attack the opponent. And I'm just willing to risk it for the biscuit here. Actually, let's send one over here. And just the opponent can make a decision on that. All right. Play Miglos. In the turn. All right, they're going to get a life back, right? Because they can... Oh, no, they could -1 Thalia. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. Yep. That's good play. Good play. Actually, wait. We still might be okay here. Because if all they have is that, they didn't put anything in hand. Miglos needs to be blocked by 2 things. So then they're going to have to kill Miglos here. That's it then, right? Yeah, you had to kill Miglos so you could at least chump block Thalia. I mean, Adeline. Yeah, this is, we just make this vigilant and whatnot. And just attack. Alright, Miglos for the win. Nice. Alright, so through those games, we did learn a couple of things. The first is that we knew Atraxa was going to be prevalent, and it's still prevalent enough that we have to have a couple more answers for it. The other thing is, we also know that black decks were still prevalent enough that we need to have a couple more defenses for it. So to that end, there was a card that we didn't use much, which was Recruitment Officer. While it was an early beatdown card, which was kind of nice, we really didn't do all that much with it. So I'm fine actually cutting these and replacing these with Skrelv, because I think that actually solves a few of our problems. And then I kind of want to skimp around in the deck here and see if we can find 2 spots to turn into possibly Fateful Absence, because I think those can give us those extra couple of spot removal cards, whether it's for a Planeswalker or to take out Atraxa or whatever. I'm just not really sure where it's going to be, because Thrun is so good I don't necessarily want to just give Thrun up, but so is the Dawn Sky. We may just be in a situation that we have to give up like 1 Sigarda and 1 Hajar, maybe. I mean, it's really, really tight in this list. But the one thing I will say is if we do give up a Hajar, maybe even give up a Malira, because Hajar actually gives multiple things indestructible because we have so many legends. So maybe we cut 1 Malira. We cut 1... Man, cutting a Sigarda makes me feel real bad. You know, I'm going to cut a Sigarda, but I'm going to say go whichever way you want. Whether that's Sigarda or it's Halana and Elena, your call. I think there's an argument to be made for either one. I like them both a lot. I just feel like I'm having to split hairs here. And I'd rather have 2 Fateful Absences in the list somewhere. So we have a few more removal cards other than just like Brutal Cathars. But yeah, I think this is pretty solid. So you can run with 3 Hopeful Initiate, 2 Skrelv, 2 Fateful Absent, 2 Guardian of New Benelia, 4 Thalia, 3 Hajar, 2 Catilda, 1 Malira, 2 Adeline, 4 Brutal Cathar, 2 Miglos, 3 King Darien Extra Large 8th, my bad, 2 Wandering Emperor, 2 Halana Lana, 1 Sigarda, 1 Owl, the Dawn Sky, 1 Thrun. Then lands, we're going Iganjo, 2 Plains, 2 Carplusion Forest, 4 Battlefield Forge, 3 Bushland, 4 Razorverge Thicket, 4 Plaza of Heroes, and 4 Secluded Courtyard. Oh man, okay, so how do I feel about this overall? This is kind of a tough one because I do think it's actually good. I think it's playable. I think it actually holds up against a lot of decks. And I think having Hajar, Malira, now Skrelv gives you a lot of defensive actions against some of those other things. I would say if you were concerned about more spot removal or even more burn spells or whatever, you could play more Guardian of New Benelia instead of playing a couple of those other 1-drops, the Initiates, the 1/2s. I think it's okay to make that exchange, and that would allow you to cut the deck back down even to 60 cards, and could probably get you where you want to go. If there was a thing the deck's missing, is probably like a life gain option, potentially. I don't know, it didn't come up in any of our games that it was super necessary, so it may not even matter since you're more the beatdown, but something to think about. But overall, it actually is a really fun deck, lots of fun, interesting decisions, and I felt like we had a lot of fun and interesting top decks, which probably makes for good content, so we'll see what y'all think about it. But yeah, this is a deck that was a pretty simple update from previous versions, and you just got some better lands to include for the most part. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Tulsamir Wolfwood. Mostly because it's just a sweet card I think people have forgotten about. A bunch of people probably didn't even know this exists. But it's a pretty sizable creature and easy to cast in Commander. But it gives all your other white creatures +1/+1 and all your other green creatures +1/+1. And you can make a, well, it's a 2/2 wolf every turn that's also bigger because you're giving it the bonuses. But yeah, you could just keep making things. Now, obviously, it's legendary, so you don't get infinite, but just a really cool all-around card, a nice inclusion to different deck lists, whether you're trying to just give your creatures bonuses, whether you have ETB triggers, whether you're playing something that cares about tokens. Like, it fits a lot of different decks, and it's pretty cheap. You probably can find these for under $2 pretty much everywhere if you want to get your hands on one. And if you're looking for a different version of this deck, check out this other Naya list where we played just humans and actually still got a lot of wins. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.